indoor fun, but you can find much more than just books at the library. There are many programs for children and teens, and here to tell us about them are the library's Youth Service Program coordinators, Tiffany Town for the children's program and Jenny Archer for the teens. Thanks so much for joining me today, ladies. So nice to have you.
Thank you for having us.
I love coming to the library there because I'm always so surprised at how much there is to do there other than find an awesome selection of books. So why don't we start with the teens program? Can you tell me a little bit about what a teenager could expect when they go to the library? What kind of fun can they find there?
Sure. So our teen programming is for 6th through 12th graders, and we actually have a teens only space in the library called Teen HQ. So teens can come back there. We have walk-in hours from 3:30 to 5, Monday through Thursday, and usually a couple days a week on days that Bismarck Public Schools doesn't have school in session, and some weekends we'll have programs scheduled for them. But they can do all sorts of things from crafts to 3D printing. We have a sewing machine. They can hang out with friends, do homework. We really have something for everybody back there.
That's nice. And so how did you discover that it was important for the teens to have their own space? How did that idea come about?
Sure. Well, it's a popular program idea in a lot of libraries. Teens are kind of in a transitional point in their lives. They're not really children anymore, but they're not really adults anymore, or yet either. So the teen area gives them a space where we can meet them where they are, and they can focus on doing teenager types of things with other teenagers and spend time with their peers.
Okay, wonderful. So I see you have an activity that's called K-pop pop-up. Tell me a little bit about that. I don't think I'm going to be a very much of an expert in that, or anything teenager, to be honest.
K-pop is a popular type of music and dance. So Northern Plains Dance is joining us on Tuesday, January 21st. It's a no school day. So they'll be here at 1 o'clock that day to teach teens some of the newest K-pop dance moves.
Oh, that's so
it's
cool.
an excellent way to get out, get some exercise, learn some new dance moves, and also meet other teens who share an interest in K-pop.
Wonderful. And you also have a volunteer club, which I think is really nice because I know that there's so many kids out there that just want to give up their time, but they don't really necessarily know where to start.
Yes. So some just want to give back to the community. Some need volunteer hours for school or other events they're involved in. So on the second Thursday of the month, we have volunteer club. Teens can just stop by the library, come back to Teen HQ. It runs from 3:45 to 4:45. We have our next one coming up this Thursday, January 9th, but we also have a bonus volunteer club this month because we know a lot of deadlines are coming due, like National Honor Society volunteer hours. So on Tuesday, January 21st, when there isn't school for Bismarck Public Schools, we'll have an extra volunteer club meeting from 2:30 to 3:30.
Wonderful. And last one is Zine Scene. Tell me a little bit about that.
So zines are super fun. They're like do-it-yourself publishing, and doing zines are almost like making a scrapbook. So it gives teens a really fun way to be creative, tell a story, or just share a topic that they're really interested in.
Very cool.
I'm excited about that one.
Yeah, that one looks really interesting. Okay, Tiffany, now we're going to shift over to the children's section. Obviously, when you walk into the library, the first thing I see is always how much fun the kids are having in the children's section. It really makes you draw in and be like, what is going on in there? So tell me a little bit about the children's program and the things that we have for kids.
Yes, so we have so many things going on for kids. The children's programming is really geared for birth through 5th grade until they're ready to transition into the teen center. And so there's quite a variety of things. We have lots of things like story times. We have a lot of music and movement programs. We have just space for families to be in there. So if you have been in the library, you see the trees that are in there. Those are really fun. We have a brand new toddler area that has some really fun seating and some things on the walls to kind of engage them. So we really just try to make it a space that's welcoming to everybody. So as far as our story times, that is kind of like, we have story times 4 days a week, and so Monday evenings are our family story times. We have Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday morning story times for babies through preschoolers. So we really try to make sure there's something for everybody.
Yeah, I love it. And the story time isn't just someone sitting up in front and reading necessarily. There's always some sort of fun interactive component. And so that's what I've found has been so much fun for the story times that you guys host. You always make it very special. And you also have dance tales. Tell me a little bit about that.
Yes, so that's part of our movement and music programming that we're doing this spring, and we're really excited about it. So Dance Tales is some guests from Northern Plains Dance will come in, and they have a dance class for our young readers that is based on our stories that we read in story time. So they create movement that's connected to some of the characters or some of the topics of the stories, and just getting kids to move and enjoy their time in the library.
Wonderful. We have a little bit less than 30 seconds left, so quickly, Kitty Co, what's that about?
Ooh, Kitty Co, that's a fun one. She is so great. She comes in and she sings some really fun songs, some well-known songs, some of her own songs that she writes. She always engages the kids in music and instruments, and so it's just a really fun time.
Wonderful. Well, unfortunately, we're out of time. We've covered so much. If people need more information or they want a recap of what all the stuff that we talked about, bismarcklibrary.org is where they can go and find out more information about all this.
Great. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you so much,
Thank
Tiffany.
you.
Thank you, Jenny, for coming in and talking to us about this.